something with it, and we'll see if we can. And I believe these guys are going to bounce back and be ready to go again. And it's a Monday nighter at home, and we've got to get ready and have a great week in preparation to do that, and see if we can get a game. And we got to get back on track because this losing thing sucks.
Great, a good first half on offense, and we just executed the game plan and stuff like that. And then, in the second half, we just kind of came out flat, and that's something we just got to continue to just build upon and not keep saying we're going to. We got to actually do it now.
Yeah, you mentioned it. I mean, the feeling in this locker room, I still feel like there's 4 straight losses here, but the last couple have been so close. Is that kind of the mindset here with 5 games to go in the season?
Yeah, Locke was talking about before the game, just believe. So, that's the mindset we're going to continue to go with, and, we just got to find a way to just keep working harder. But, just like Locke said, is believe. So we're going to keep believing and trusting the process and just keep on growing from here on out.
How would you evaluate his play today? I feel like he's pretty poised, especially in the first half.
Yeah, I think we all did, especially in the first half. We were playing really good. Second half, he had some good catches too, but
how much of this emotion is partly because you just saw these guys a couple of weeks ago, and it's always an intense rivalry, but there's some recent familiarity.
I mean, just because we played 2 weeks ago doesn't mean anything. We still got to come out and execute. We still got to play today. 2 weeks doesn't matter.
How far or close do you see the difference between you guys and the 49ers?
What's the question?
What's the difference? How big is the difference between you guys and the 49ers right now?
It's just one.
Does it feel, I mean, you've lost 5 in a row to them. Does it feel like you are a ways behind them, or you guys are really close?
I don't think we're a ways behind anybody. We're an NFL team, and, you got to come to play on Sunday, every Sunday. So the team's record really doesn't matter. You got to show up to play every game very consistently, and we stayed on the plus side of first, second, and third down, and we were able to execute very good.
How did Drew thread that pass to you at the goal line?
I have no idea, but he's an NFL quarterback, and he deserves some respect. And I think by now.
DK might have answered this already, but the first half you guys found success. What happened in the second half?
I think we just stopped executing, and they had a number. When we would call run plays, our run plays weren't working, and then they couldn't set up the play action like we wanted to.
4 on the road, is there anything you can take away from this and try to get back on track?
We just got to start getting on the W side of the win column. We got to come to play every Sunday or Monday, speaking on next week, and just got to execute for 4 quarters.
So we've been practicing against it all the whole time. That's what I mean by that. And so there was nothing special that Devo on deep crosser. He's been doing that his whole career. When we saw it, we just didn't play it right. We gave it to him. Kittle in short yard in a play action pass and the heavy personnel. He's been doing that his whole career. So there was nothing new about those things. We didn't execute well enough to stop those opportunities, because that's the stuff we practice, and he kind of feels like those plays. How to through the ball, but he couldn't go. He couldn't go in one direction with any confidence, and if he could have, he would have played for sure. I mean, he was absolutely of the mindset to go, and he came out early today and went through an extensive workout. He got a lot of stuff done under control, but he didn't have it. He didn't have the ability to push in one direction, so that's classic for Roy. So it just wasn't the right thing to do. Throw him out there, under those circumstances. So he didn't call off. He made him call him off. He wanted to go. Not given we missed today. He's a ball player. He gets guys on the ground, and he's in the nickel spot. He'd be inside. He'd have made some of those plays. And he's just really good at it. And so we did miss him without question. I didn't know what happened after that, but I don't know who he mixed it up with or made that hit. I didn't see that. But I guess it was number 2 that wanted to get tossed out also, and so it's just tensions and it's hard. It's a hard time now. These guys are fighting through. They're trying to figure it out. They're not willing to accept what's going on, and so they're going to fight. And that, to some extent, that's what happened. And some of the young guys thought they should go out there and fight too. They're totally in the wrong place at the wrong time. Jackson's deal, and I'm pulling AB out of it a couple different times. He's not sure yet as they're learning how to. They want to be upstanding, and they want to stand for for the toughness and competitiveness. You got to pick out when it fits and when it doesn't. So we're learning that, and that's part of it's the first time young guys really got involved like that. But I thought 3 or 4 guys.
You just got to keep believing in our preparation and what we're doing. The play that hit was a play that we practiced, and it shouldn't have got out like that. But we got to be critical of ourselves and take up on our mistakes and play better football.
I don't want to make it seem like I'm looking dumbfounded. I really don't know what play you're talking about right now, to be clear. But you have to give credit to Kyle Shanahan and their group. They do a lot of very unique things as an offense. They keep you on your toes, play action, run, screens, shots. They do a good job of doing that. So, you know, as a defender, you have to play with great eyes. You have to play with great discipline. And, you know, if you don't do those things, you give up shots.
And then the Samuel play that you were referencing.
Oh, yeah, and that's what I'm referring to. Obviously, I was waiting on the dig because I kept seeing the X dig behind me, and they went grab over, brought Debo over the top. It was just a bang play, man. I was too short. I was sitting flat-footed, and you know, you kind of expect the ball to come out a little quicker, but
Right,
obviously
it's a double linebacker.
yeah, it didn't happen. So, you know, obviously I take that heat for sure.
The importance of communication, like when you have so much, for lack of better word, so much pre-snap motion. How important is it for all 11 to be in communication on that?
Shit, you better, or they gonna run up that scoreboard, and that's anybody. You know, obviously, again, playing a unique group like the 49ers, you damn sure have to communicate. You have to be on the right page, everybody, because one mistake, it can lead down the field, like you've seen at the beginning of the game. You know, things like that can happen playing great teams, and when you're not playing disciplined football, unfortunately, those things can go left.
For 5 losses in a row to these guys, how far behind San Francisco do you feel?
Say that one more time.
Lost 5 in a row since the beginning of last season to these guys. How far behind San Francisco do you guys feel you are? Or you feel they are?
I mean, you know, again, man, I think that we have a great group of guys. I think we're very talented, and you know, again, they're a talented group as well. But at the end of the day, we just didn't come out on top, whether that was not giving enough turnovers, or whether that was not giving up a touchdown, or whatever the case may be. I can't speak for the offense, I can speak for the defense. And, you know, for us, we just got to get turnovers. And you know, obviously we had 2. Julian had 2 of them. But obviously, you know, our goal is 3+. And we didn't meet our goal.
In terms of just the here and the now, you guys have not lost 4 straight games in a long time, never under Pete Carroll. Where do you feel like you will go from here?
Shit, we got to go up from here, you know. Obviously, it's not fun to lose, and, you know, I've been in a situation like that. I mean, like this, in a very similar situation, and you got to keep your mind clear. You got to move forward. It's the NFL. Everybody gets paid. Everybody makes plays, or can make plays, should we say? And, you know, again, man, we got to move forward, and we got to focus on football.
It's something you always got to be ready for. Something that, you know, over the last year and a half hasn't happened too often. Geno's been, you know, sturdy as a rock, and that's just who he is as a player. And this week, it just so happened that, you know, I was gonna take a couple reps on Thursday and Friday, come out here and play football. It felt good to finally be back out there. I know the result's not what we wanted, but it's been a while since I've gone out there and done that, and it felt really good.
That opening drive in particular, I got to think that was, you know, for your first start in a long time to go out and march down the field and score. Had to be pretty sure.
Yeah, it was that was awesome. It was an awesome feeling. We just kept capitalizing on the opportunities they gave us on that drive, and I thought DK made a heck of a catch on that play. Got around, run around a little bit, running game. Guys were blocking great. Yeah, to go down, you know, after you don't get the ball to start the game, and then they get 7. It's a big thing for us to go down and get points on that drive. And I think for us to do that, the first drive, get a little confidence in the guys, I think that was big for us.
You can't do, man. Like all you have is 4 games left, and regardless of whatever happens, you got to be able to finish strong. You got to be able to just continue to play at a high level. Understand that there's going to be a lot of ups and downs, but man, I've been here so long. Not that, but I've been here long enough to understand that, like, once things start rolling, it starts rolling. Great things start happening. And sometimes in a football game, especially like this, there's going to be some great times. There's going to be not so great times, but you got to be able to keep on playing because you never know what can happen. we weren't able to get the fourth down when we went for it, but you seen how fast our defense got us the ball back. Then we get another chance. So, I mean, I've been here long enough where miracles can happen. And we just got to be able to believe, and we just got to keep playing and just, allowing whatever happens to happen, but not let that dictate where we're trying to go.